as usual, a former athlete didn't come on. Say out of sight, out of love, but yeah, they kai. And of course, nipa many didn't come on. Cofie Bekoe. Cofie Bekoe. On the 16th March 1988. Oh yeah, one of the jewels are the people like discover aboard Nanya FC. Na ina no any them super. Nemu but my even become Chelsea na. But to quite abobo it's a kind of be. You know, any kobo and here be a one knee any the good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, my official pa.
After combat, I think it's night in Queen.
Fantastic. Now, Ghana Hana said, woman.
No Ghana.
Oh, Ghana. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Now, this is the
at the moment, me so full.
Hey, who is so full? Wow, you made you man now. There's what so. Fantastic. But what was sorry and say when Osha sorry be say?
Me facho menga say mathematics menga say nyamia commission say menya sorry. Inti me show be say.
Oh, okay. Inti we evangelist, pastor, teacher and I say prophet.
Me prophet.
It's a very difficult ministry. The office of the prophet.
Extremely difficult. Extreme.
I said, oh, dear, AEDAB, and
what was it?
And then go for the
But I'm there now.
You go for the I just say, oh, come be I say. They be a come from.
Oh, the American say, Yamediano.
It is the pure one.
Very
the one from God.
Very pure. But at the same time, I use the wisdom of God. And by the word of God, and the Bible saying, the prophetic is subject to the prophet. Even though mekanya me adwene no emre I say meka
and the kwan of Fasukano
and kwan I say me Fasukano because enye bibia na yegina asori de meka mo bia te
fantastic
ye wo dia ye kan wo kukuo mu e bia oni o prophesy to obi na say Ewade akan sembe Ewade akan sembe na say edu bibia Ewade de wako deeper into very secret things concerning the person. And no, your point, your bet to us. If you open your powder, if I am or my officer, you bet to me, you name Kwan, you bet to me the sound common. Because I never be behind as a benefit.
Now, Odamascus, no, is you here. On say, arrested Paul, no, Sham, no, what do you see here? How did you get the calling to become a prophet of God?
With the mobile cacao, it's over my choir.
A crown, and I didn't know anyone.
Okay, but okay, but find a way I'm going to take us to the crank. Anyway, say, Sama, Nibo from Nania FC, even before I'm a Nania Crano. Me a colacra and the car, sorry, a software bar or Mokachem say, oh, hey, or software to saying, Namisha, many software. The bones of Mukana Maseke. And quick forward, no, so Tama, me Bobo Aguchin, me Bagana, na me sorry. Anytime I'm a sorry, especially when there is a program Biano, me Nipa member, it's an abandon, so your software, a book on your software, a pastor, on your prophet, a pastor, or to make a chance, say, Ebia, or Humia, software to saying. Na AFD say obi be catch him say me bobo even though uhumia because uhumia ebia mabomiti me shasomade no tattoos but na very difficult say obi be uhumia be ka say obobo na AFD say linya obi a all prophesy to me concerning football. Na sade man edin dia menya nkofo meka na ye about nyame adwuma nti omo kan ya ma edu baby no nyangasa minim say ade na yampa because me share but they are started taking it serious no they are me share my father in the Lord me share my father in the Lord no ono oka
why
but your friend no Apostle Faith Isaiah Kwabena Boateng.
Okay.
It's ono me share no ono me kan sem be na sem o kan nyina so na no kre because ono me ko ka chere me say me busia mu me hwe me busia mu ya asofo be ena yampa me busia asofo ngwa ka kebi me busia ahini ena asofo it is obi ndi hine a na oyo asofo nipa no oye businessman no oye den o still oyo asofo it me busia sa na tie nti true sa man no me kai say there was a time na me call back to Abuchi. I'm not tell me say me time aso say me na me adwuma. And I'm going to say oh sa me asoma kan dey say o ka say me mom pa en kwa 1 hour ka me ntimi. Nti so ka say me time aso a I just check me say ye. I no say dia say do hu mi osunsun mu no. Enye normal mpo say me ka say me ni asori. And I'm so I saw you that's 1 minute na ko me asori I know the head no just I saw you that me no be a me call regular and I say no me also say me na me djuma and o ka check say baby me call back na me can say me call back me go bobo the time grass I come 1 week here Ghana see me kai so ka check me say me call no say me bo official match na nyame ni ho sa no ka che me kai odene na yo ni dem ne bible ma me no ka che me say nje bible na mi nka no am say won bible we say wo ugina part na wo bobo wo shejesi na wo referee e di match official match me ja me bible ato na say nyame ni ho na me call back no yeah pre-season you be here it's a cabe 1 week or 2 weeks now you started matches no and then you bo free kicks the boss into you bo free kicks you know yeah free kick exercise it's a cabe 2B I remember now you the boss second one and I'm say what me see mu ta and I'm say Metina Bonton. I kept going through certain injuries, but they were basic injuries. But and to me, I'm ambo. Me ba Ghana. Me ba Ghana. Na imagine concern no catch me na so. Na me come to say no. Papa we me ba Ghana say me hwehwe no. Na I don't know kind of. Because me show me football records me no be a me pra no me pra inti me ba back me share no am ka che me say asem no ka che me no e serious inti no me that time kan e hotel bi no me ko no hotel bi inti me ko ne nchen ti ye bon komo no me ka che me say no asem no kan no e serious inti me fan serious na e football be ma me say obi oni Awurade etintam no ontumi ndi Awurade nkonim nipa no be lusu inti no se na sakra manjin na me de me ho be ma Awurade na ni Awurade be nante na Awurade na e build me into the person ne me ye na Awurade betumi hu me mobo na wa ma me abobo oni kakri keke just because me pe inti me pa me ne Awurade like me mom pa na me kan Awurade say bia me be say mate na ye de o ka no but me so me per se me so me nante na me se me ye de o kana o ma me bobo ni kakra bi na me hu se ampa onu Awurade na owo mu ite me kai say you no me bo mpa no it was a very short prayer me bo wie no e me ka che me say me per se me hu ade say dia onu eya o prophesy like oba sorry no ka say we hu we na say dia yo ka no say me per se me hu a na me hu say ampa say me a prophet na me kai say no dampa no so e wo hotel no ka dem say me beda me nchen me na da me nchen na me say okay me aka say me no bia me so dai me metuma for 1 year no ma so dai one and I want to me so dai ka the guys say me no bia me so dai nti me beda o ka me so dai no say no enye dai me hu ade na nkasa na ma say na vision and I'm so okay and I'm say my men try and na me da me chi me da me chi wa na me ko off na me nya short vision it me sorry up me sorry up na me ka chere me say ade I say my so die very short one bi I don't know can chere me at that time not chere me say no we any vision ne die mo friend trans you know see chere me friend trans it me nya trans no da me hu yo na me ka chere no it me ne ye gina ma ye kasa no I don't ka chere me say Wednesday Friday service or no Friday service no obe mama prophesy I am so no me sorry no can remember kana it me ko no asori course bibia no ka dem say me prophesy nche ngofo I am so like baby am meeting me hu hwe ya me hu ya ne nipa mo gina ho ne ntare o mo se obi ehu bi e na me hu ono say me dem nje mic no na me nko me nso nhwi akonya so me nko gina ho ebeba itimi ko gina ho no tin sa no bompai ma me bompai ma ni ye no na fi de me hu like I said me no be gina na ma ka chen say idia say na ma train dia different be kan nipa say ampa me kan nipa say ampa basically that's how it started me try a short story no sana started it from that time me call Ghana me call Abuchi bia na me ba na me betina na ma like me ba na fi me ba sorry mo na fi epie ni ma no
na so ba from
na ba from kakaka until one time you catch me say tell me epie ni try no one time you catch me say emerson say me share baby I make calling ni ma and I'm so okay the me kai say me call night club the club no na obia ho to no obia you okay but na me nkwa no I said no ejem
ho show
no na me ho hye me enti na me ti infifi bi bree enti me pia ba bonten me pia ba bonten ma okay enti na maka che me na mfo say no like o she wo to my me feel okay no me say no na no she wo say obia ho ti different ni ma ana me ne madam for akon ko inside ene ko china air condition ase pe enti o condition ase but still
now sweating
na me sweating ana me pie ba bonten and that was it from that time I lost interest in all those things
okay
and then there was another we this one it's here me can no say na Belgium na ya bomb Virginia ya wini nti pie na ya no players ya no nsane ne ma nti me back no na ma no nsapa nti na me gina ahwehwe nim but me gina ahwehwe nim no na it felt like I was talking to myself but at the same time so na I say obi me make kasa and I respond but and you say obi aba be gina I could tell that there was a presence I was not alone but me who be bia say dia nipa say David it was just a presence I felt and I was talking to the person was talking back and that question is very simple why are you drinking what is the point of this drink what would it do to you then a be amount and yes shame and for bianca life no say never say oh. It me jana na me shens say na say I am power. And me shens ani na buye. It me shens buye no na o say na ma bo. And I say the whole night it's my bread.
A bread. And boss ka say my dead. My dead.
It's baby am gina na edware no wo na na so. Ma me take shower na me go da. It's me gina shower no me take shower na me tina we a form shower na form me tina ho na nso no gum so na me call off. I said me die no. Na me so die na obi aba se fight. Na ne TV osu me TV na ho. I said ukra support brush edit from once I brush edit from. Yeah. Nipa ni so me TV say ya obi me TV ma no dey support ni chi o di chi ti na me TV ni na so ne. O da ni mo. Na o di chi me ho na mo so. Na the film when I say we see a tariff cheaper as a mechanic is a tariff. Now if film when I'm na me say me ya na me kikem e o da ni mu. E I want to me to say me kikem za na me sorry. Me sorry no. Na me ngi na no ko da e. Asa manu me say bi mi to e.
Wow.
Obi an ganja say mami like me obi an man na tanga say bia advice me physically
but the okumu no space okumu da yemu ne ne man na waksa.
That was it. I didn't have any there was no taste for it, there was no desire for it, there was nothing. Bibi amba muka se me no sabi to wena.
Oh yeah, talent and bobo a say boy mo manage. You are happy if you are playing well, what form, what shape goals, what you are happy. And they who can you asem? Me say you to bring some joy to your heart.
Yeah.
Miro no be say dey na ma joy pa.
The American say one omobobo na omeni Japan na omo so omeni Japan. Oh. The American cho mo say a deception. Oh yeah. A deception. What's the Bible say I am peace and I am joy. Erade na enije ewonimu. Inti say there is a certain joy he gives us. One mubobo no a happiness. But those that serve the Lord and do the purpose of God, a joy. There's a big difference between the two.
Sure.
Some are mubobo no. I was very happy. And the happiness that na minya no eno na omo mu so enya sisia no but me by radimu be radimu juma no it is joy, and there is a big difference, and that difference is when you are actually experiencing it. Me kai say na mo Kuwait, my last contract it was Kuwait. Okay, Kuwait, you know, there was one of my teammates up to now me name kasa or a French boy or France Paris. Na your bomacha say your gym bonus in a do on my one Arab way a woman to the bonus in the back dressing room. No more this kind of mama. There were times that dressing room to me I can have like I can have $7,000. I can have $10,000. I'm going to tell my just can you my two out to me with cupboard no more. What say me to only madam hey bro, what's going on? Why you're not happy? What is wrong, my friend? You have bonus, my friend. You must be happy. But not me ninja. I didn't know why. Not me ninja. But when I get home and I'm able to join online service and I'm able to follow the service and I'm able to follow the word of God, there was a certain joy that I received in my spirit.
Okay.
It was more than the money, it was more than the football.
Okay.
So there's a big difference. It doesn't compare to the work of God.
Fantastic. Yeah, share your football career.
Yeah.
Bekoe Shasie or Nania FC. How is it for you, now darling boy of the maestro himself, playing for Nania FC? Now, Maestro Power Sempa, did it bring some pressure on you that you needed to fulfill that hope? And I said, that dream or no was he would see you at the very top of your career?
When I was in Nania, Nania was actually the best team that I played amongst all the teams I have ever played, even in Europe and all.
Nania FC.
Nania FC was the best. Okay, in after my career, sitting down and looking at the place that impacted me the most, it was Nania FC. It was Abedipele. Abedipele mame adiedia a chenska. Abedipele mame, there was a certain strength I received from Pele, and there was a certain knowledge I received from Pele that money can't buy. It's more than everything. And I am not any Bibia Uber Yusuf for football pay. Pele wasn't building us into football machines. Pele was actually building us to stand the world. Enti obi oko Nania biano. It depende say the nipa no na oji training nafa. The nipa ni training it is for football. It will only work for them for football. But I didn't receive it that way. So for my whole life. Whether in football, whether outside football, anything I do, no, I don't want to lose. Anything I do, I give all my attention to it. Discipline. I am very disciplined in what I do. Mina, if you pay me home. I don't give up.
Okay.
I don't give up at all. You will not get it from me. I don't give up. If you pay me home. And I don't complain. I don't complain. If you pay me home. What I do is say, if this is my vision, this is my mission, this is my goal, I keep my eyes on it until I achieve it. I am not okay. And if the people that I am moving along with, when people are pulling away, when people are giving excuses, I don't give excuses. I make sure I get to my target. And this I took from Pele. And what Pele has given me, no other team, no other coach, no other president has given it to me.
All right. But from Nania, you went outside, Tripoli, in Israel, but why do you think, sir, you didn't get to where Nefi said you would get to in your career?
Okay, it depends. It depends what the person was expecting from me.
Okay.
And it depends what I was expecting from myself. So, from what the person was expecting or what people were expecting from me, probably they could assume that I didn't get to where I had to get to. But if I will speak for myself, I think I have gone beyond where I wanted to get to.
All right.
Yes.
You hear your time at Petrojet. It was around the same time. Someone Bekoe about Petrojet, right?
I'm in about it.
So how was it for you? I mean, two Ghanaians with almost the same surname, playing for the same team in Egypt.
It was amazing. It was amazing. It was breathtaking because we had a super relationship off the field because we were staying together. And then on the field, it was amazing. With my eyes closed, I knew where Eric wanted the ball. And I was playing behind him. I knew where he wanted the ball. I knew what he wanted to do. I said, "One. Once you are over to my midfield and now bar, over strike it, over to my pass me. Over pass me, yeah. I said we get a certain sprint.
Follow up
Because we say a possible say Nipan to me I'm a pass and why you say you think many things that the person can do. But with Eric, I didn't need to do all that much. Uma pass me yeah. To me home because when you say acquiring go. They can't stop him. Into Umana and Pans of the it may be before match, Eric, tell me before match, that will tell her. Senior Ochina match in the goals in 2. It means 2 solid pass pair. So, senior memory, first half on Sabekana, second half, your home, first half 2, or about 2.
But how good was he, really?
Eric, honestly, this one is very personal, because I have seen, from what I have seen with my own eyes, I don't think there is any striker that was better than Eric that I have played with. Eric was the best.
Right. But
because the advantages, the qualities he had a certain advantage over all the strikers that I have played with and those that I've seen playing against them and all.
Any advantage being?
What's that?
Any advantage being?
Yeah, man said Eric left and right.
Okay, both legs.
Both legs. And both legs, Minato.
Okay.
And say he had a certain strength that say Oblokewa, you are out of the game. And he had a certain goal instinct that I only compare it to the form of Shevchenko.
Mm-hmm.
He had that ability that other strikers didn't have. Once a striker do the whole season, over to match 20 goals. Well, but 20 goals, say Osha matches in it very well. I almost say in the 20 goals, maybe a match go or share 1, only 4 chances, and or share 1. Maybe only 6 chances or share 2. But that wasn't Eric. Eric needed 1 chance to score 1. So all these are things that you look at and you compare. So it was about.
But would you say football gave you, has given you a comfortable life?
Yes.
Meaning you made enough playing football?
Yes.
What would be then your advice to young coming players?
Okay, my advice to them is that football can give them the same life, and football can make things very comfortable for them. But I think the young people, what they need is discipline and hard work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they need to be disciplined enough to understand, say, this is what I have chosen. Choosing football. Say, who choose football? Be disciplined to it. Marry football. Let football be the first thing. God first. The next thing is football. Pay attention to every detail. Work hard and become what you want to become in football. But I realize that most of the young people, and this time, they have there are things concerning football are available to them. Their phones, they can check, they can watch matches live. They can go to YouTube and pick Cristiano Ronaldo and see his all those things, his clips. But there's so much distraction with them, and there's so much excuses with them. They make so much excuses. I say, I do training this time. Obama excuse. So could be or China no pakwe training. One dan 10 to 1. So and yes, or China no could be. So there's too much excuse. So they are very talented, but they can't get to where
the level
they themselves level one. That's a person who do.
Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. But my member question way.
Okay.
The Ghana Premier who don't DH even as a pastor. Who don't DH?
No, Kenny said not as much.
Okay.
Not as much. But I sometimes I see the score line. And I know some of the things that are going on because I read about sports. Every single day I read about sports.
Okay. That's fine. And we also now of course you catch and say who say now I'm for boarding so. Did you ever engage in ways and means? Set team boy draw and all that. Did you ever engage in it?
Okay. Personally, going to see someone to say, I want this and that to be done, no. Because I had a good background. My dad is a deacon.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and he now or a headmaster, and so or a very disciplined, and I was saying deacon, and we had morning devotion every morning. You know those things. It was not something that I ever did personally to go to a place and want to do things like that. But I have been in a team where Sanya Mano or Maye me
Teammate.
Asem kesiya pɛni.
Team na Ghana.
Teams in now Ghana.
Or Brahafo or Tema and I say or Ligon.
Megan some more Premier League no more.
Who team crow? But never say no yeah it will effect on the players and now.
Yes, you know, once it's something that I have in mind that at the right time I would have a proper, whatever way that the Lord will show me to go about it, I would really go about it because Sanya in Ghana football unless there is a change of mind from the presidents of the clubs. Yeah, in pen say some of the presidents of the club that are very educated. Some of them, most of them are very educated, and yet they lack so much wisdom to do the right thing. Sometimes because you know you can be educated and still lack wisdom, and I mean wisdom in God, because for some of them to go to the extreme of using, I know people who use 100 million, 10,000
Ghana cedis, yeah,
20,000 Ghana, 50, 1 billion, or you know, in a whole season, spend so much money on these things, not pay their players well. Don't encourage them, don't psych them up, don't treat them right with injuries and all. And they are still losing, and they are following after these things. It's sad.
Really sad indeed.
Really sad.
Ghana for Benin say who, but you sorry na hefa na wo.
But I will Taifa.
Oh, okay. But then
The Gospel Church.
But
The Gospel, THAGOSPEL, and a church, the Gospel Church.
Oh, okay. And you service time.
Yeah, service is Wednesdays and Sundays. With the Wednesdays, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Yeah, and Wednesday.
And Wednesday, yeah.
And Wednesday, and Sundays, First service 7 to 9, tree service.
Okay.
And our second service 9:30 to 12. And English service.
But what family? Oh yeah, how are you? Oh ma.
But my wife, but me name my yet.
Oh okay.
But my wife 80.
Oh, and the China, but your friend say?
But your friend Tracy Bekoe.
Tracy
Bekoe.
Fantastic. And to yourself, mommy, Tracy Bekoe.
Or a prophet.
Hey, also who are there?
But you one there seen
Hey. Where the me Cofie titi ha bia o tumi krom go di mafia o.
Oh, David.
But one time.
Oh, answer me back no catch you.
Yeah.
Oh, kona kasa no catch you. There back.
I was like nyina nya bi say we ka. Go for me steady pa. Telling you.
Mama for steady baby.
Oh, fantastic. Can you say mafia there? Oh, share on so share.
But if you decide no.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
We are people of the spirit.
Wow.
I saw you in I saw him paying for I saw you for I saw you for we are people of the spirit.
Fantastic. Cofie Bekoe, thank you very much for your time. Obi se mi da senti o jema shukura na o sunsumu.
Me there.
O jema cha.
Macha. So Bible says we have died after the flesh. Into the spiritual.
That's a very good answer. Thank you very much. That's the pastor.